episode 224 of the White Cat Outdoors podcast, bring you to the table while we talk about the outdoors. This week, we are one man down. Frank couldn't make it to the studio. That really stinks. But speaking of stink, that's why Frank can't be here. His dog got sprayed by a skunk. So just be happy that you guys are all doing better than Frank right now. On another note, we still got myself, Tom, and Austin in the studio. And we are super excited for this episode because this episode is our pre-Kentucky turkey hunt. We're getting ready to, by the time you guys are listening to this, we're going to be packing the trucks up and heading south. So wish us luck and listen in to hear kind of our plans, and maybe you'll get an idea or two for yourself. But on that note, I'm going to quit rambling and let's get tuned in to this week's episode.
I did the cardinal sin. I pull up my bow and then I look dead at his antlers. I got out of the truck, and when I slammed the door, I heard gobbles all around me.
Let's see it.
Alaska, moose, spot and sock. That is the bucket list. I agree.
White Cat Outdoors. White Cat Outdoors.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another installment of the White Cat Outdoors podcast.
We've already been there.
We have a slightly different crew than normal. I'm bringing us in, Tom.
Why do you look like you're giving like the biggest like speech at a church you've ever given? Like your eyes are closed and
Sweating a little bit.
yeah.
Just really trying to get into this.
Yeah.
And
Is it
I
bright
got-
or something?
Nick in the studio
What's up?
and our good buddy Austin.
Hello.
No Frank tonight. His dog got sprayed by a skunk, so he's got that to attend to. But if his dog wasn't getting outside, that never would have happened. So kudos to you, Rue, for getting outside.
Yeah. Good job, Rue. Frank really appreciates it.
Oh, yeah. What's he going to do? Put that thing in tomato soup or...
Yeah, he's probably going to make a couple grilled cheeses and a little roux tomato soup.
Yep. Little secret.
I don't think that actually works.
Is there a secret recipe for that?
Yeah, I heard if you make like a paste with baking soda and like Dawn dish soap or
And
something.
ketchup?
No. Never heard that. That's supposed to work.
I just want to see Frank cover his dog in ketchup.
That would be pretty chill.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
a
it's
hot
just
dog, you know
one
what I'm
of
saying?
them get a hot dog. Yeah, I think it's just one of them things you gotta just let it fade away. Takes a little
Snuggle
while.
it at night and let
No, wouldn't get that far.
it. Yeah.
You let it sleep outside.
Did you ask Frank if he's sure that it got sprayed by a skunk?
I didn't.
Like, did he physically see it happen? That's what I want to know.
I'll check with him. But
Yeah.
anyway, speaking of getting sprayed with skunks, we got a little turkey hunting trip coming up.
It's just not even close.
A little bit.
But you're right. By the time this episode airs, we will be packing the trucks pretty much and headed south.
Yep.
West. Southwest.
Quite a drive heading south. Hopefully there's trees down there because there was 5 touchdowns yesterday. So
In that area where we're going?
it was all west, and then yeah, from what I was looking up, it was all west of where we're going. But there were
And by touchdowns, you mean tornadoes?
touchdowns.
Yeah, it's
are
not
tornadoes.
football season yet, is it?
Yeah. But no, those came up through Tennessee, up through Kentucky, and touched Ohio a little bit. So
Whoa.
we'll see what's down there.
So my windows were rattling pretty good last night.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was windy.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, by the time this airs, we said we'll be getting ready to head down, heading Kentucky way. Austin, I want to just do a quick recap. Why Kentucky? Like every year, even since before you were brought onto this lovely podcast, we've been doing these out-of-state hunts for turkeys every single year. Last year, you joined us for the first time up in the Adirondacks. So your second year in with us, how did you convince us to go all the way to Kentucky?
Well, plain and simple, I shot a bird down there. No, but I like to get down there. No other season starts really this early that's close to us.
That's the closest besides going Tennessee or Georgia.
Florida. Yeah, their season's actually almost done, I think. But this starts April 13th, the closest Saturday to April 15th, and it goes, I think, 23 days. So, yeah, it's like a month before PA, so that's why I like to get down there. The leaves are actually coming out in the trees, and it's just beautiful just to go down there. So.
Yeah, I'm excited. Kentucky's a state I haven't hunted yet, so I'm super excited to check that off the list and hopefully shoot some birds.
Fingers crossed.
What can we expect when we get down there?
What are you
Birds everywhere?
There is a lot of birds, and I don't know if I should say that on here, but there is a lot of birds, and you just gotta be in the right spot and away from everyone else. That's the hard part.
I was going to say, that's probably, especially going down for opening weekend,
Yeah.
the hardest part, I think, is going to be finding a spot that you're not on top of everybody.
Yeah, if you plan on going, the state line is not where you want to be.
Oh, everybody from out of state just getting over the border?
Yeah, it was.
So
everyone was camping out. I mean, it was like a full-on.
Opening day of trout?
Yeah, I mean, shoulder to shoulder. There's probably like 6 to 1 bird ratio.
Really?
Yeah, it was pathetic.
So you've got this little honey hole somewhere inside the lines of Kentucky?
I was going to check out the spot I shot mine, but I think I'm going to take another day off and really do a good search.
Yeah, because Tom and I we won't be getting down there until Friday night. And then hopefully Saturday morning we're going to hit the ground running, get some birds down. And fortunately I can't stick around for very long, but
Yeah. You think
I think we only need a day.
Yep. You do have 2 tags when you buy a turkey license, too.
Can you use them in the same day?
No, you can only shoot one per day and then 1 WMA. So you got to go to a different.
Oh, okay. So
location.
we would all have had to kill opening day for us to pop the next spot or something.
Yeah.
But
Do you plan on going back down the following weekend?
No, I don't think so.
I think you'll be out of tags.
I'll be
by
there
then.
Sunday too. You guys plan on heading out? I'll probably do another hunt in the morning, and probably head home after that.
yeah, I mean I don't really know what to expect. So give me a little bit of a rundown of what kind of terrain are we working with?
Very hilly. Yep. And another thing,
Like heavily wooded? Is there fields?
there's fields, so it's like you're driving around. I mean, very windy roads, and there's creek bottoms everywhere. There is open fields, but we'll be mostly in the wooded areas. And I mean, even if you hear a bird, you could barely hear it. It could be right on the other side of the hill, and then it could be. I mean, anything's touchable if you could hear it.
That's a good thing. Quick little rundown, I guess, since we're getting ready to go. Do a roundtable discussion. Talk about what your gun is and what do you carry in your vest. Austin, do you want to start?
Yeah, I got a 1187 Remington.
Great gun.
Yeah. And what I carry in my vest, usually a couple waters and my decoys.
No
Just
calls?
Oh, I got calls. Yeah, I got a slate call and some mouth calls too.
Got to have a variety of calls.
Yeah.
You just never know what it's going to take to fire them up.
Oh, yeah. And a owl call. And you're not allowed to use a turkey call until opening day. So if you're scouting around, you're not allowed to do any calling.
Really? I can't just do the old...
What if you're just, in your truck practicing?
Yeah, with the windows down.
No, I'm just saying windows up.
Top down.
Yeah. No, but I'll be bringing a hoot owl call, and usually they fire up with that pretty good, right at the roost.
Oh. Tom, what do you got? What's your gun and what's in your vest?
I have a Benelli Nova.
Oh, you say that with your eyepiece on?
Yeah. Mainly because I'm better than you, Nick. Shoots 3.5s. Pretty chill. Anyway, I got a handful of mouth calls. I got slate and a copper friction call, and I got my trusty box call. Now I usually keep a couple waters, maybe granola bar, decoy. That's all you need. Extra shells, because I plan on doing some shooting.
I only need one.
Yeah.
Little nitro.
Oh, yeah. Nitro TSS.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff.
You should bring your bow down, Tom.
Maybe I will. Actually, we should probably look into that to make sure what the regulations are.
I got it.
Shot size for Kentucky.
No bigger than a 10 gauge and no lower than a 410. I think.
Is there anything on shot size?
Yeah.
Are you going to ask me what my gun is and what's in my vest?
Yeah, Nick, what gun are you bringing? What's in your vest?
Oh, Tom, thanks for asking. I shoot a Brown and Gold Hunter with a red dot on it. It's been a pretty trusty gun for me. I killed a lot of birds with the gun Austin uses. Not that exact one, but that model, 1187, was a very deadly gun for a long time for me.
Oh, yeah.
But I think around 15 or 16, about 10 years ago, my granddad gave me a Brown and Gold Hunter, and I switched over to using that, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. As far as the vest goes, I have a copper and a glass friction call, both homemade by yours truly, Frank Myers. And then I have a box call, and it's just an old one that my grandpa gave me. I think it's got a cool name or something. I don't really use it much, but I just like I have a sleeve for a box call in my vest, so I just feel like there's got to be one in there.
Yeah.
And then I think I've talked about it on the podcast, but I make my own mouth calls. So I've got a whole plethora of, I probably got a half a dozen or more mouth calls with different reed counts and different cuts and all different stuff. I mean, I've got calls that they don't even make, you know. Like
Yeah.
I got 4 reed calls.
We might need them.
Yeah, I get a little bit of everything going. Because I'm also, doing a little bit of experimenting too with my calls. Like, you never see anything with more than 3 reeds. So I made one with 4 just to see what happens. It's stuff like that. Different cuts. Yeah, all sorts of different things. And I've killed birds with most of them. So
Yeah.
all works out. But as far as decoys go, we were talking about before the podcast. I'm a big Avian X guy. And unfortunately, Avian X decoys do not fit in a vest. So you've got these like green sacks. It's kind of like your old gym teacher bringing out the sack of dodgeballs, walking through the woods, because it's just, I think I've got 6 of them. And I don't take all 6 most of the time. If I'm hunting a field edge and I'm in a blind, sometimes you just got to paint the picture.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, and I have to look at Kentucky's rules because sometimes public land gets a little weird. I am a big believer of just one full strut decoy.
Yep. That's what I used last year.
It is absolutely just deadly.
Yep.
I switched over to that a couple of years ago in PA, and I have not made it past the first day since. I mean, like, birds see it, and they can't control themselves. You get a little sexy yelp going on, and next thing you know, especially if you get that wind right, and your decoy starts kind of spinning back and forth.
Oh, yeah. Fan's going a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Man, getting horny just thinking about it. I love turkey hunting.
It's
I don't know about
coming
you
quick.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I'm excited to, I didn't really feel like waiting a whole nother month to get into turkeys, so pretty sweet that we can just go next weekend, be done.
Yeah. And it's not crazy far of a drive either.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure where we hunted in Maryland was 5.5 hours. The Adirondacks was 7. Like, Tom and I drove all the way to Kansas for turkeys. So, I mean, I'm not afraid of a drive for a bird.
Yeah.
And I just think it's cool. Try out new spots. And something I also like doing is finding dive bars.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of those down there.
Sweet. So,
Yeah.
should we do a round table prediction? See what predict, kind of see who's right and who's the
Yeah.
closest to what happens.
Not yet.
I think Tom's going to.
Why not yet? By the time this airs, we're getting ready to leave.
No.
And then,
Yeah, sure, fine.
do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Yeah, I think I'm going to kill a longbeard.
Any predictions for me or Austin?
Not at this time.
No? No bird or just no prediction?
No prediction.
It sounds like bad luck here.
Yeah. I'm going to go bold. I've got a weird, and it's going to depend on how we hunt. But I've got a prediction that 2 birds are going to die. At least one of them will be Austin. Actually, probably one of them because it'd be only one day that we're down there. So one of them is going to be Austin's. And it's mainly because I'm not sure if we're going to hunt all 3 separately, if we're going to hunt 2 guys in a pair.
I think we should do that. 2 guys and 1. It's a better chance or odds. First day. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So you're thinking 1 solo guy and then a pair?
Yeah. Because I don't think 3 longbeards are going to be coming into one group.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't want to sit 3 deep, but I was considering either a pair and a single or all 3 singles.
But we'll see what happens.
Well, we only have 2 cars, so
Yeah. I think we're better off doing that because from my experience, your best chance of killing a bird is right at daylight.
oh, absolutely.
So,
Yeah, most of my longbeards I've killed within the first hour of sunrise.
yeah.
I'm a firm believer of getting to the spot you need to be at early enough and catch them doing what turkeys do.
Exactly.
I use the decoy as a distraction, but I do my best to get an educated guess on where I think turkeys are going to go after they get out of the tree,
Yeah.
and I put myself in a position to kill them on their way through there. That's what I try to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Right. Well, we're just going down there to have fun. I don't plan on bringing anything back. So.
Really?
Well, I never get my hopes up anytime I go on hunting, so.
Gotcha. Well,
I get my hopes up every time I step in the woods. I'm going to kill something.
Tom, you got any interruptions before we cut out here?
Not at this time.
At any time, because it's going to be over after this. So, well, if you guys are in a state that allows turkey hunting already, if you're like way down south, congratulations. I'm jealous. And if you're in any of these states that are getting ready to open up in the next couple weeks, it's time to get the shotgun out, make sure she's sighted in, start practicing those calls, and get outside.